guys, welcome to the week that was. It's Sunday the 23rd of February. It's been a bit of a quieter week in some sense, but in others it's been crazy. And a lot of the things that we actually do a lot of things behind the scenes where you wouldn't actually think that we get involved in. Now this week, I ended up having to go and help a lady. She rang up the facility. She wanted a ranger to come out and collect a snake. And I'm like, I said, a snake? What sort of snake? She said, oh, it could be a lizard. And I said, okay. She's like, I said, look, I'm really not sure if the rangers will get out there to help you. And she was screaming. She was hysterical. She's like, I'm so scared. Please help me. And I said to her, look, I'll give you the ranger's number, but I said, I really don't think they'll get out there because they're out doing other things. Anyway, it got the better of me, and I ended up saying to the lady, look, I'll come and help you. So, not knowing whether or not I had a snake to contend with or a lizard, I took my net with me. And I get over there. The woman is hysterical. She's like, it's in there. I said, in where? She goes, in my kitchen. I said, okay. And I go in, and there's a lizard looking at me. It takes one look at me, takes one look at her, and it's hiding behind bags of rice and everything like that. And I said to the lady, all right, well, I'll try and catch it. It's harmless. It's not going to hurt you. She's like, I'm so scared. Please, can you get it out? And I said, yeah, I'll get it out for you. So anyway, I'm running around the kitchen trying to catch this little baby skink. And it was a decent sized one, actually. And I said to her, look, it's just going in and out of your kitchen, behind your food and stuff. I said, do you have a towel? Just so that I can throw it over to stop it from running. She comes back with a big giant duvet, like a bedspread. I was like, oh, that's too big. So anyway, I thought I'll just catch him in my net. So I caught him in the net, and I'm walking out, and as I'm walking out, she's hysterical still, and I said, look, I promise you it's not going to hurt you. And I stepped one step forward to just show her that he's harmless, and she started screaming the place down. Unbeknownst to me, he stuck his head through the net. But I said to her, look, I'm just going to release him in your garden. In my garden? I said, trust me, he is just as scared as what you are. So Tanya will put up a picture of me rescuing a skink and helping a very distraught woman who has never come in contact with any of these type of things, and so she was absolutely petrified. So, we often get called out to situations all the time, and I think it's because we are animal management. We usually get the first port of call. So, it's a lot of things, and at the moment I've got a number of cases that I'm actually looking into. And some of it is actually the animals have never come to the facility. It's welfare concerns, and they've reported it to other agencies, and they're just not getting any help. And one of them, they thought the dog was actually dead in the backyard. So, sometimes you've just got to help where you can. Because sometimes it might be too late, like I said to the people, call the police, call RSPCA, call the rangers. Sometimes, no matter what we say, they want us to help them, don't they, Tanya? Yeah. It's
a very helpless feeling sometimes because we don't have the authority to do a lot of these things. So.
No, we don't. No. But we do try and assist where we can.
Yeah.
And so, there's a lot of cases at the moment that we're sort of working with, and I've actually reached out to RSPCA inspectors directly just so that to see if we can get things sorted. And so, that's a lot of things that we do behind the scenes that nobody actually realises that we do. I mean, there was a a case recently where somebody had left their dog tied to a pole, and the dog has gone over to RSPCA and stuff like that. Dog's not coping very well, and so, you know, I've reached out to a couple of rescues and we've secured some rescues for that dog for RSPCA. So, you know, there's a lot of things that we do behind the scenes that not only affect the management side of things, but we're actually assisting police, we're actually assisting RSPCA and rangers, and we also get a lot of calls from support workers, don't we, Tani?
Mm-hmm. A lot of calls.
A lot of calls from disability support workers or care workers. They've got clients that are struggling, and so we try and help. Now, one of the things that someone has come to me today is about some cats that have been abandoned behind someone's house. They've been feeding them. I think the husband might want to adopt one of them, but she has reached out to some places to see what they can do, because we don't know if they're feral cats, do we?
No.
But one thing we know, that if we don't de-sex these animals, they're going to continue to breed, because this person actually has made some inquiries about who owns the cat that's had the kittens, and they've actually found out that the cat has had multiple litters. Isn't that right, Tani?
Yes, apparently several in the last couple of years.
So the person that I am talking about is the person behind the camera. So Tani has reached out to some organisations to see whether or not anybody might be able to help with the costs of de-sexing some of these animals, because there's quite a few, isn't there?
Yeah, there's 4 kittens and mama.
And the kittens are roughly about 5 months of age, so they're going to get into that age now where they're going to start breeding.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely do not want them breeding, and we definitely don't want them interbreeding. So I said to Tani, okay, we're going to have to start doing something. We're going to have to trap them. But I said, we're going to have to step up and help you, because we cannot let this situation get out of control. So we are going to do a fundraiser in the next couple of days, and it's not for these cats, but we're hoping if we can raise enough money, we'll be able to help the cats as well as this dog. And because at the end of the day, they deserve quality of life. They don't deserve to be living on the streets, breeding. So what we will endeavour to do is we're going to do a TNR program. And for those who don't know what a TNR is, it's trap, neuter, release. So neuter being de-sex. Now, how I work, those animals will be microchipped to the rescue as a TNR. If we are able to turn those animals around, then we will turn them around and rehome them. But if we can't, we'll at least stop the cycle of the breeding, because this is why we have so many colonies everywhere, is just the breeding. Now, I've looked at TNR a lot in the past, and people want to get rid of colonies, but it's been proven, even by another council that did studies down in Sydney, that if you wipe out a whole colony and you just euthanize them, another colony moves in. They're territorial. While that colony is there, it's protecting that area, it's keeping the rodents under control. Yes, people do say about it kills the wildlife. There's no argument about that. If they do not have a food source, of course they're going to look for whatever food source they can. This is why Tani has been feeding the ones behind her, because if they are well fed, which is what we have spoken to a lot of rescue groups that are involved in TNR, they're not the problem cats out in the community like everybody thinks. Yeah, there are some that contribute, but a lot of the times it's actually other people's domestic cats that are doing it as well. So, you know, the thing is about these colony cats is they're keeping rodents under control. They are eventually dying out. Now, I used to do a few colonies myself. I used to relieve another lady who used to do a number of colonies in Cessnock. And what we found is over the years they just die out of old age. Some get hit by cars. Some do unfortunately get attacked by other animals out in the community. But what we found is that if you can stop the breeding cycle, those cats will just peter out eventually. So, you know, and I don't understand people that find it in their heart to actually want to hurt them, poison them, kill them, torture them, because I just don't understand how you can be that person and want to hurt an animal. I was driving back from dropping one of the staff members home, and a little bird hopped across the road. It didn't fly, it hopped, and I know it's one of those plovers that people find a nuisance, and I went around the bird. There was no other traffic coming, but I have seen people swerve directly at animals, cats, dogs, birds, and I think, how can you take that life away? They're just trying to survive, you know? And I just feel like, where is the kindness in this world, you know? So we are going to be helping this colony behind Tani's house. So watch this space.
They're very cute, guys. They're very cute.
Yes. Tani will put up a little snippet.
Yes.
She knew by showing me the video that it was going to... She knew what she was doing. She's not innocent. Anyway. So there's a lot of things that we do behind the scenes that, yeah, we obviously investigate every stray that comes in. We're helping households that are struggling with food. We're trying to, problem households, we're trying to get their animals desexed because they're contributing to the problem in society. They just keep letting their animals breed. And then they want you to clean them up, but even when you've cleaned them up, they won't desex their animals. They won't let you desex their animals. And it's getting to the point now where I've started to say to them, I'm not helping you if you're just going to keep contributing to the problem. Because I don't know how many times I need to fix your household up. And that little white dog out there, I've already taken one dog from that household. And now I've got another little dog that I need to help. And this dog's got some serious medical issues, you know, so when does it stop? You know, it stops when I give up, I guess, but I can't give up because the problem will just continue. So there's a lot of things that we all work behind. The girls are working with assisted rehoming. We also network with other rescues. We also try and assist other shelters that are in... There was, not that long ago, one of the shelters lost their Facebook page, didn't they, Tani? They had that many animals, they hit capacity. And we like, okay, well, what can we do to help? So we sat there and we networked with other rescues and we pulled animals out of their shelter and we distributed between other rescues. And that was because we got involved, and then we reached out to our rescue networks and said, come on, if you can take one, I'll take one, you take one, we're going to help them. And that's exactly what we did. And I think at that time when they lost their Facebook page, we ended up assisting with 20 animals, I think it was.
Yeah, something like that.
One pregnant dog, 19 kittens. And all of them got out, and all of them have been rehomed or transferred to other rescues. And that's just stuff that we do behind the scenes that don't necessarily have happened on the spot here. It's stuff that we go out and we help in the community, because I think you have to be part of the solution. And you know, recently a lady brought some bags over to us, and one of them was left on my monitor, and it really resonated with me what it says on the bag. And it's always been my motto as well, but I really thought it was such a thoughtful gift, because it sort of kind of sums me up very well.
Yeah.
Do what is right, not what's easy. Now, I often get myself into trouble, don't I, Tony?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, because I will do what's right, not what's easy. I will stand up for people when people tell me not to stand up. And I've always tried to live by that motto, so I thought it was really lovely to come back and find that bag on my monitor. I'm like, yes, that is a sign. Anyway, this is the week that was. You know, the saddest thing about it is we have some of the nicest dogs here. We really do, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And I said to Tani, I don't understand why people do the things they do. I will never probably ever get to understand that.
I don't think we want to understand it.
No. And some of the reasons they give us are just bollocks. Total shit. I'm going to say it again. Total shit. I catch people out dumping their dogs all the time, and some of the reasons are just terrible. So, you know, I want to talk about some of the animals that are here. Little Lucy was found on the riverbank down in the river. And she came in, she was microchipped, we contacted her owner. Her owner did come. Things didn't sit well with me, and it played on my mind last night because a number of things was told to me. Now, little Lucy's in bad shape, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's got wounds all over her back.
And she's a little older girl as well.
She's 11 years old, little monk teeth. Her teeth are rotten to the core. Her breath will knock you over to Timbuktu. She was matted. She had fleas all over her. Her nails were so long that a couple of her dew claws had gone back under.
Mm-hmm.
Tani, you broke some off that were already broken, weren't they? They were just hanging on.
Two of the nails were broken,
yeah. Looks like she's got an infection in her body from the injuries that she's sporting. And, you know, he said to me, look, she's been missing. Because I said, well, how did your dog get from 3 suburbs away to end up at the river? She went missing. I think she got stolen. I said, you haven't reported her as stolen. You haven't reported her as missing because we record everything. No, I didn't. Oh, okay. Well, if my animal goes missing, I'm frantic. I'm out there looking for them. I'm stressed to the hill. I'm crying. I'm putting up social media posts. I'll be door knocking. Okay. We then later found out that he actually told a family member that the dog had been euthanized. He also mentioned to my staff here, what was it, Tani, about the appearance of the dog?
Just that, yeah, she looked disgusting, and when I went to go pick her up for him, he said to put some gloves on because you don't want to touch it.
And she's an ugly dog.
Yeah.
So they kept referring her as an ugly dog. And Don told me this as we were driving home, and I had the pound phone on me, and I ended up ringing the gentleman, and I said to him, look, if you don't want Lucy, I'd love to have her. No arguments. Yep, that'd be great. I think she needs to be euthanized, though. And I said, why's that? And he said, oh, I don't think she's well. She's gone downhill. I really think she needs to be euthanized. And I said, well, I'll worry about that. Would you like to bring her back? So anyway, Lucy came back. Tani and I shaved her. Beck finished off the trim around the head and the feet for us and tidied her up a little bit more.
Gave her a little bath and
Gave
everything.
her a bath.
Yeah.
Tani and I cut her nails. We vaccinated her, flea and wormed her.
Mm-hmm.
That dog is walking around perfectly fine. You've seen her eating her hot dog on Sunday Sangas. And she's a happy little girl that's wagging her tail. Even when I was shaving her, I had trouble controlling her tail because she was just a happy little girl. And it broke my heart to think she's an ugly little dog that needs to be euthanized. How did she get into that river? I don't think I'll ever have the answers, but I'll always do what's right, not what's easy. I could have let her go home yesterday and that's the end of it. I've got a spare kennel. Doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do. And I feel pretty good about it, actually.
Mm-hmm. It's like she's come to life again as well. She's
100%.
such a happy, sweet little girl.
You know what? That's just Lucy. Let's talk about Livy. Livy's a little girl that was taken to the vet. Nobody came forward with the posts. The breeder told me who she rehomed it to. The breeder tried to contact her on Facebook. She blocked the breeder. I then reached out. I got blocked. I'm like, oh, I can see you. I'll send her a message. I got blocked. I couldn't get a message through. That doesn't sit well with me. So I armed myself with everything yesterday, didn't I, Tani?
Mm-hmm.
Got my folder ready. 4 cases. 4 cases I went out into the community to talk to them about their animals. I got, hang on, let me think. I got 2 F-offs and a not my dog. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's actually pretty good. You usually get more than that.
But I was ready. I called the ranger that's involved in, because it was in his area, and he said, oh, I think you're going to get a 3rd F-off, D. I think it's a hat trip. And I said, mate, I'm up to here with my F-offs. I said, they won't even want to try an F-off with me. I said, anybody's going to get an F-off. It's them going to get an F-off. I'm happy to say I didn't get an F-off. I actually got a surrender. After they sat there and told me that it's not their dog, and I said, well, it is your dog, and I know it's your dog, and I'm going to prove it's your dog, and we're going to start with this. And I showed her some information. I got Tani to send me some stuff through. By the end of it, because you were listening on the phone, because
yeah. While I was finding something here, I could hear what she was saying in the background.
And I went, really? That's interesting that your dog, that you're telling me you only have that one dog, is referenced in the message to the breeder that they're getting along beautifully. I said, okay, let's go. First thing I'm going to do a statutory declaration with you, and I'm going to warn you that if you lie on this statutory declaration and I catch you out, I am going to have it referred for enforcement action. Okay, it's my dog. I said, okay. What's the problem? It killed my budgie. I said, you understand that you've got a Jack Russell Cross Foxy, that they're known as ratters, they're farm dogs, they're hunting dogs. That's what they're designed to do. No, I didn't know that. But it killed our budgie. And I said, well, you should just be honest about things like this. I said, don't rob her of her name and everything like that. I said, if you don't want to sign the surrender form. And that's what I did. I got her surrendered yesterday. And we'll get her out. No problem. She's a beautiful little girl. But obviously, they didn't put any control, they didn't understand the breed they got, and they didn't put any control measures into place to protect the bird or the dog. Now, I've got animals that I have to keep separated. I don't give them a reason to fail. I'm very, very careful about making sure that Paddy can't get to my cats with, this dog can't get to that dog. We are very careful. You do the same at your household, don't you, Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just what you do. But if the inevitable does happen by accident, because you haven't taken control measures, then you need to step up and say, look, this is the situation. We can't stand to look at her. We just can't. Now, she said to me, I don't know what to say. And I said, be honest. You can't stand to look at the dog because they had the budgie first and the dog came later. But in saying that, they've had the dog 6 months and she was that discarded so easily. She didn't understand. She doesn't know what she's done wrong. That's in her nature. So, that's little Livy. Then we had another dog come in, and it was a Jack Russell. They told us they found it near the Maitland train station. I read people very well, and I thought, okay, this dog is their dog. Oh, what will happen to the dog? And I said, oh, well, it gets 7 days in impound because it's not chipped. Oh, what does that mean? I said, well, we'll put it out to rescue, but if not, council have the right to euthanize. That's the moment you've got them, when they look concerned. And I go, you want to tell me about it? Yeah, this is our dog. We got a dog when we were homeless. We've now found a place to go and we're not allowed to have pets. I think the key message is, everybody's entitled to have a pet, but you do have to make allowances if you are going to take on a pet for the what ifs. What if I have a baby? What if I move? What if I become homeless? What if I lose my job? What will I do? What is my plan B? Now, the government always talks about a plan B for drink driving and stuff. What is your plan B for your animal? You don't take it to a shelter and act like you don't know it. I didn't know this little dog's name. He was so scared to go near me that I literally had to swoop in and grab him so gently because he was so petrified. And, to him, he's like, why are you taking me away from my owners, Anyway, I have found a rescue group that will take the little dog, but they are going to try harder. They opted to take him home, and I suppose they're going to speak to the landlord and be honest, because other people in those units do actually have pets. So they actually haven't explored all avenue. They've just panicked, like, hey, we're not allowed to have a pet, let's just take him to the pound. You know what I mean? Until people actually understand animals going to the pound doesn't necessarily mean they're safe. Now, I'm a rescue group that runs this pound. I only have 6 allocated bays to me in this pound. When my bays are full, I'm not allowed to use the other bays because they belong to other councils for impound. We have 6 for one council, 6 for another council, 6 for another council, 6 for rehoming, and a dangerous dog one to share. So I have to move very quickly with moving animals in and out for animals that keep getting dumped, because at the end of the day, if my kennels are 6 and I send an email out to the rescues, council only have to give those rescues 7 days to say, yep, we'll help that animal. Otherwise, council have the right to put the animal down. Trust me, it happens every day in shelters. Now, there's a dog out there that was on the kill list. Now, I have found a rescue that will help that animal. And I did what was right. And he will go to another rescue. But thankfully, I had space in my kennel for him. If I didn't, that dog's euthanasia was tomorrow. That's terrible. People do not think about the consequences. They just want the animal gone, and they don't actually understand they're playing Russian roulette with animals, and it's not right. And that pound is full of animals that have been abandoned. And Tani and I are going to work on a video tomorrow to say, what's wrong with me? Why can't we find a home? They are so loving. Every one of those animals, except feeding time for those greys. I do wash. You can still see the stain of the butter on me.
They're fine when you're just feeding them normally. They just get overexcited for the singers.
Yes. It is actually only with the sangers, isn't it? If you give them their biscuit and normal food, they're fine.
Give them a treat normally, they're fine. They just...
Sunday sangers, they lose their mind.
They do. That's how much it means to them, G.
It does. And it's a lovely gesture that we do. And again, thank you, Sam. It's just something that we try and make their lives a little bit special. But you know what? They're all deserving of a home. So please share our posts. Please help us to find them a home. Because, you know, there's going to be times where my 6 kennels are full, and I reach out to rescues all the time, and I have got a very good rescue network that do support us, but they're full too. So there's some times that I actually lose a lot of sleep over what I'm going to do for these animals. And I don't think people actually realise how much we do behind the scenes. So that's that. It's Sunday Singers, and you know what that means? 2 crazy greys are going to take me down. So here's our Sunday Singers. Today we are doing something a little bit different from sandwiches.
Ooh. What are we doing, guys?
Sunday Singers.
Let me have a guess at what they're having. We're having hot dogs.
They're having hot dogs.
Woohoo!
And actually, I need to say a big thank you to Sam from Coles at Curry, because Don and I went in to Coles and we were buying the stuff for the hot dogs, and we were just telling the lady that behind the deli that it's for the dogs at the pound. And the next thing you know, the lady's saying, well, I'm paying for that.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's my shout. And we thought it was just the hot dogs, but then she was like, go get butter, go get bread rolls, I'm paying for all that.
Oh, wow.
And
cheese.
the cheese.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and she was like, no, I think that's a terrific idea. I'd like to pay for that.
Oh, that's lovely.
So it's all of the courtesy of Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah. So we've got them in coconut.
Whoop. 5-second rule.
Well, they did it to me last week, didn't they? Hey?
She said, I'm cooking this week because I'm
We didn't do it intentionally.
It's just a pig leg, but you got to do it before we ever notice.
Exactly.
I really can't believe that she calls me a pig on camera.
Are you really surprised though?
I'm
That's
not
probably
camera.
the.
Camera's on you, not me.
I mean, really, that's probably one of the nicest things that she's called you.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Alright guys, well, we'll finish getting these ready. We'll see you out at the kennels.
Welcome to Sunday Singers. Courtesy of
I
Sam.
just saw that, Don.
What's she do?
Yep, what you just did.
No, I'm taste testing. I'm quality control officer.
Oh, yeah?
Get moving before you say anything else.
He doesn't know your first day, so he doesn't know what it is.
Oh, it's Dobby. Dobby's a sweetheart.
Yeah, they know.
Everybody's excited over here. Ooh. Nice try, bud. Good job. But oh, you get that sausage first. Get the Frankfurt.
You can do it.
Oh, get it, kid.
I think I'm. Hang on. Oh, it's come out.
Oh my goodness. You got it.
He's got it.
Oh, no. A bit confused, mate.
I don't think he's ever had something.
Yeah, probably not.
Like the cabs that used to just lick the butter off.
Well, I think Colton was the same actually the first time we did it. He didn't know what the sandwiches were. Oh yeah, that butter and the sauce is good, isn't it, kid? Yeah.
He seems to like the bread roll.
I mean, I love my bread too, so. Oh. What is it? Is it good? Yeah? Oh.
You can do it.
There you go,
There we
bud.
go. Now that's 1/2 for him. We've got like 2 for every dog.
Look at that little tail, it's so nervously wagging. You don't know what's happening, do you, bud?
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna go wash my hands because this is a messy.
Good job. Good boy, bud. Yeah. No. No. Where you going? Hold on. Come on, you gotta go back in. You gotta go back in. Come on. No, you're not going to the plate. You've got your own ones. Hold on a second, guys.
I think
Here
he's
you
gonna
go,
be a
bud.
slow eater.
Yeah. Oh, stop kicking it out, bud. There you go.
Oh, it's Colton. Colton knows all about it.
Oh, look at him.
Would you like a hot dog?
Yes, I do want a hot dog. Oh, yeah, bud. What is it, kid? So I don't know about this. What is it?
Maybe the bum's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't know if they understand. Like,
They'll
the
get
taste
it.
of it.
I'll get it. Good job, Colton. That's better, bud. He's got the taste for it now.
Oh, we're on our way. Can't remember how many I've given him.
I think that was one whole one.
One whole one?
I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he got gypped a couple weeks ago, so
Oh,
it's fine. We're making up for it.
yeah.
Oh, good job, bud.
Let's see if I can mould it.
Oh,
Maybe this might work.
well, he's eating the bread now. Now that you've made a big old mess.
I'm sure the crowds are gonna love it in the morning.
I'm sure that they'll hoover it and clean
Yeah.
it and lick it.
I mean, look at him now. Get it, bud?
You're going to go for it? Oh, there you go. Good
Oh,
boy.
yeah. Did you even chew that, bud?
I think it just
Oh,
went
my
down and
Lord.
Go.
My goodness.
All right, so now we've got our new little girl, and her name is Lucy. And you'll see her story in the week that was. So, thinking this might be too big for her.
Yeah, she's got pretty bad teeth.
And she does. She has really bad teeth. So what I have done is cut some up for her.
Oh, she's
yeah.
still got a good appetite, though, doesn't she?
She's like, yep, I can do this.
Good girl, Lucy. Ooh. There you go, chew it still. Good girl.
Okay, I'm coming, Cleo. Oop, run away. It's coming, girlfriend. It's fine. You're not going to miss out.
That'll probably do it. She's had quite a lot. Good girl, Lucy.
Good girl, darling.
I know you're patiently waiting, bud. I know. I know.
Alrighty. Does somebody want a hot dog?
I can see you
Prancing.
wiggling. Yeah, wiggling and prancing. Oh, God. Get it, girl. No hesitation there, is there? Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Eat what you've got. The scrunching of the nose.
Oh, it's so funny. You got it, girl? Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Oh, okay. Good girl. Go eat your other one.
Is that only 3?
Yeah, I'm sure I gave 4.
Did you? Am I miscounting? Oh no, because that one will go with that one. Yeah, it must be. Sorry, girl, I tried. Almost got you an extra one.
Look at this extra.
Oh my Lord, boys.
Goodness. Okay, shall we try an actual hot dog first?
We're coming. Oh my goodness.
Might be too big.
All right. Oh, good girl. Get it, kid. Yeah, not sure about the bread, are ya?
Okay. Did you hear the bird?
I heard it. I don't know if we heard it on camera, but
There you go.
yeah. Yeah. Was that an excited little woof? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
There's one here. It's hiding.
Good girl.
Uh-oh. It's the boys' time.
We can hear you guys. We're coming. We could never forget you.
Okay.
He's saying, hurry up, lady.
I just want trying to protect my fingers.
Dude, you've dropped the whole thing. Oh my lord, man. God, you've got a whole Frankfurt down the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
you can't have these ones. Oh my lord, man. You're acting like we don't feed you.
I know, right? Okay.
Goodness me, Kevin. Goodness me. I know you're not starving. Hey, Scooby boy. Oh, that's a bit different, isn't it, bud? Oh, you dropped it. You dropped the best part. There you go.
Whoop. Hang on. Here. Okay.
All right, bud. In you get. Come on. In you get. Oh, my lord.
Oh my God! Look at my shirt.
No, you can't keep going, bud. Hold on. In you get. Goodness me. Oh, all right, let's quickly close this over before he does a runner again. Did he get extra then, Dee? In case,
I'm pretty sure he did.
in case my camera didn't pick that up, because he was doing circles around Dee trying to get into the tub. We think he got extra. That was a bit of chaos.
You are one bread roll sugar.
You got an extra one. Good job, Scooby. Good job.
Oh dear.
I taught the kid well.
Okay, so we've got a little boy we've called him Happy Jack. You're gonna see his story today. He's actually quite a sad case, but we'll go through that with his story. But this is Duke. We'll give Duke his.
Hi, Duke.
Hello, Duke.
First time it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Has Duke been in before for it?
Duke's been in, but he always usually goes home. Unfortunately, his owner is away at the moment and he's gotten out. But he has come in with some puncture wounds on him, so we had to get him to a vet the other day.
He's unsure about the bread.
Yeah. Okay.
Good job, bud.
Once he gets the taste of it.
You're being very cute and patient there, bud. Hold on, kid. I know. It's coming.
Is that good? Good boy. He's a bit of a slow eater.
Well, when you've just come from the boys, anything's going to be slower than that.
Oh. Okay. This is our boy, Happy Jack. The sweetest boy ever. Aren't you, Dad? Ooh. Oh, look at that tail.
Oh, he's pretty good.
He's so quiet, so respectful, and he's got some major health issues going on that we also had to take him to the vets.
So gentle.
Look at
Oh,
that
good
nose.
boy. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? That's the good part. You're a bit confused, bud. You alright? Good boy.
Good. Isn't it good? Alrighty. We're definitely going to have leftovers.
I was gonna say,
Is that...
who else have we got?
That's it, isn't it?
Oh.
Well, I reckon we could go another round.
Still got all this yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
What have you done, mate?
2-second rule. Isn't that what you guys tell me?
Well, it tasted
As-
alright to you, didn't it?
It's been more than 2 seconds though.
Do you know what? Scooby and Kevin are
I was
never
just
going
about to
to
say, I'm
know.
Yeah.
sure Scooby and Kevin won't mind.
You go, darling.
Scooby has a 1 second rule.
You cleaned up your kennel quite well there, Duke.
Yeah, he's very slow, but
Boy.
he finally got to it.
Okay, let's go. Back to the crazies, and I'm not opening the gate.
I really hope I did have that on camera because that was hilarious.
Okay. You can't be trusted.
Good job, Kevy.
Oh, we might do the little ones with the small ones. Yeah. Oh,
Cleo straight into it.
hello, Carlton.
I also had to take the sausage first.
I mean, that's fair. Good boy,
I've got
bud.
one big one left.
We've got Dobby.
Yeah, so you got none left.
Come here, darling.
Oh, you ate it all too, bud. Good job.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go. Look at that. Can you see that one?
Hi, handsome. Hiya. You can keep eating, bud. You're all right.
You're all right. Oh,
You got to eat it, kid. He still hasn't eaten the one that you just gave him.
look at that.
Jaguar. Yeah, Jaguar.
Are you ready for another one? Oh, yep. Okay. I will give you. Look at your little tail wagging, darling. Got some cut up here for you already. There you go.
You're all right, girl.
You're okay. It's there if you want it. If not, I know somebody who can help you with that.
Hey, Cleo. Who's that good, babe? Who's that good? Yes, who's that good?
Okay. Here we go, Miss Evie.
Alright, she cleaned up as well, didn't she?
Yep. Oh, another burp.
We've still got heaps. How many did you guys make?
Well, Sam actually gave us a lot.
Yeah, right. Probably could have saved some for next week.
I'm getting scared because the
my
pieces are getting smaller.
My goodness. You two are terrible.
We don't feed them.
No, they never ever get food. Little lips are quivering.
Oh my goodness.
You're embarrassing yourself, Scooby.
I know, right? Would you like another one?
Hello, handsome boy. Are you going to get some too? Going to give Juicy some? Yeah. Hi, buddy. Hi.
Would you like another one, darling? Yes.
Right down the hatch of this house.
Yeah, you're getting the hang of
He's
it.
like, I know what this is.
You're getting the hang of it, aren't you?
Would you like another one?
Here you go. Good boy. So gentle.
Oh, he's so gentle.
So
He needs to have a word with
gentle.
some greyhounds.
Good boy. You've still got some bread in there,
Oh,
bud.
he's only ate the sausage out of it. Yeah, he's taken the sausage. All right, you can have to, you know what?
I was going to say, just give him a sausage. Hey, baby boy. Good job. Well, you're a lot quicker with that one, weren't you? You were quicker with that.
Where's she going?
No. No. He's been naughty.
Colton's been very well behaved.
100%.
Yeah, Cleo's been very well behaved. And even Dobby was quite good as well. Good job, Colton.
There you go. And you get the final one.
Look at his little tail going. You can't see it because it's in the shadows, guys, but it's very cute.
And that is Sunday Sangers. Hot dogs have gone down very well. I just wanted to say a big thank you. I feel really spoiled and very blessed that we actually have so many beautiful followers. I do get spoiled, and I actually have people ringing me up saying, "Are you okay, Dee? You look very tired. You've been sick. Is everything all right?" I get the lecture from Trish up in Queensland. Helen Goodall sends me messages. And it's really nice to know that people actually do care. So I'm just going to give you a little quick update. I'm not going to harp on it, but recently I had been quite ill for quite some time. And I had some blood tests and stuff, and my blood test came back that my tumour markers were elevated, which means that with this test they can tell if there's a tumour and stuff like that. And my reading was quite high, and my white blood cells were quite elevated. And so that obviously put us into a little bit of a spin, because I have had cancer twice in my life. And first time was cervical, second time was breast, and this time it looked like I may have had bowel cancer. I had been, I'm one of those people, the test came out, I ignored it, didn't want to be pooing into a little container or however you're supposed to do it. I was like, nope. Until I started to experience some bleeding, loss of blood, and my iron levels dropped. And so on top of the blood tests, there was a real concern that I had bowel cancer. And obviously that hit us hard, and we had to prepare ourselves that, okay, we might be going through this a third time. So happy to say I've been in and out of hospital for some tests, and I've seen 2 different specialists, and I had some biopsies done. They did find a few little things, but they are all within range, and I'm doing okay. It is a lesson for me not to ignore things and to take my health more seriously. One of the things that also came up was I knew that my heart was damaged in regards to my radiation and all that sort of stuff, and my second lot of treatment. And because when you're doing chemo and radiation, it just knocks your body around, and there's always effects that forever long lasting. And so I didn't realise at the time that I'd been having some problems with chest pains as well, and always put it down to the crazy hours I work. Turns out my middle chamber wasn't flowing as well. And thankfully I am on medication to help that. And I've been told I need to go to the gym. And I think I may have made the face of like, where are we going to find the time for that? But I have been.
Gotta prioritize it.
Prioritize. The one behind the camera was also nagging me, because she also works out at home, and she does her exercises, and she's like, you just have to do it, Dee. And I was like, And then of course I've got Don nagging me, telling me on camera all the time that I'm fat. So I was like, maybe I am fat. Maybe I do need to go to the gym. So
I think she more calls you a piggy, not the fat.
Sometimes she calls me fat, but I think she's referring to my mouth.
Yes. I don't think she's ever saying you're fat.
So here is me, proof, going to the gym, and I'm actually doing okay. So thank you for everybody that has inquired about me. I am okay, and it has been a bit of a wake-up call. I am feeling 150% better than I was, and I'm taking good care of myself. So don't panic about me, please. I'm doing okay, but thank you for the concern. So, you know, our little facility, I love it. It's my home away from home. I'm very happy here. There are some things I do not like, and that is in particular rats and snakes. We seem to have an abundance of them at the moment, and we've just spotted our second baby brown. So I don't want to know where mum is, but we're on snake alert, we're on rat alert, you know, even though we have to bait the rats. We set traps and everything like that, because our first priority obviously is the dogs. You can't have rats going into their kennels and attacking them for food and stuff like that. I mean, we used to get that at Erina, didn't we?
All the time, and how much food we went through.
Yeah, they just annihilate our food supply and stuff like that. It's nothing for them to chew their way through boxes and boxes of food
and cabling as well, even.
Oh, yeah, they do. We've lost fibre optics here until Grumbles and Polly became pound cats.
Yeah.
We lost our fibre optics here. The rats have disabled our cars, our work vehicles twice.
Mm-hmm.
And when you've got to get your vehicle rewired, it's expensive. It was hundreds of dollars to do that. So, but the more thing is, you don't want the rats going into the kennels and biting dogs, or the dogs attacking them and them suffering, you know what I mean? So, you know, we're always on top of spiders, rats, snakes, cranky people. Gosh, what else do we have here? Cranky animals?
Everything.
Yeah.
What don't we have here?
We deal with a lot here.
Come in prepared for what you think's going to happen, and then your day just spirals from there.
100%. So here's the guys trying to push dirt where the rats have dug under the building, under a concrete block that has been put down for the new catteries. They've dug the dirt out from underneath the brick, and it came out under the fence onto the footpath. So here's Don and Mel putting it back, pushing the dirt back in and compacting it back, because the rats just keep digging out the dirt and making tunnels under everything. Unbelievable, the things we do. Well, that is the week that... What?
We haven't done it for a couple of weeks, but we have to do our happy, sad and frustrating. Come on, I know you've got some sad. Give me some sad.
Okay, sad. We unfortunately had to attend some euthanasias this week. Unfortunately, these beautiful animals had gotten out of their yard and attacked another animal, and unfortunately they killed that other animal. So my sad was going to the euthanasia with the owner and seeing how much heartache she went through. You know, there's no winners in situations with dog attacks. As much as everybody's really angry with the owner of the dog, and I get that, it's just natural to be angry. I saw such heartache that the woman nearly had me and the vet crying. I was crying, let's be honest.
I was going to say.
I always cry. You know, they weren't irresponsible owners. You know, the dogs got out. It was a shock to them that they'd been involved in an incident. And the hardest thing was that one of these dogs belonged to a family member that passed away. and it was the last link to that family member. And just seeing how distraught she was, and the children distraught, it really just shows, things can happen at the blink of an eye. You've got animals like that are so loved, and they have to, they had to make a horrible decision because of what the dogs had done, and they rent, and they can't comply with control measures of orders. And so, you see that side of sadness. And then the other sad thing for me is that when people ring up and threaten to kill their animals because I can't take their animal in because my 6 kennels are full, they don't actually understand what that does to me and does to the girls. It's like an emotional blackmail, really, because they know we do care. Everybody knows who follows us that we do care. So when they say to us, okay, well, we'll just put the dog down, or we'll just take it out in the bush and dump it, I feel like, how sad is it for those beautiful animals that they've got the booby prize in life? They really do. There's some animals that get the jackpot, but we see the sweetest animals, and we mean the sweetest animals are out there, and they got the booby prizes in some of them, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. All of them.
That's my saddest thing.
Okay, we've just heard the sad. Need a frustrating.
My frustrating is running multiple free microchipping days and still getting unchipped strays in, and then finding out it's the owners that have done it, or the owner's family or friends. It's really frustrating. Like, when you took that animal on, didn't you love it enough to microchip it? Didn't you love it enough to give it your all? Or do you sit there and think, you can't trace that animal to me?
Unfortunately, that's more the case.
Well, it happened to me yesterday too, actually. One of my F-offs was, dog's not in my name, F-off. I'm like, yeah, I don't F-off. I don't do that very well, do I, Tony? We ended up turning that situation around. But it's frustrating because people use that as an excuse. And even as of yesterday, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Not my dog, can't do nothing to me, it's not in my name. Big shocker for you, bud. We can prove that you've been caring for the dog, so you can actually be fined, and you can actually be fined lots. So yeah, it's frustrating that that's how people think.
Okay, so we've had a sad and a frustrating. I think we need some happy.
Ooh, my happy. My happy is 5. 5 animals went out of here this week. And that was Bagel, our beagle. Oh my God. How quiet is the pound of that Bagel and his... Oh! You know you've got a beagle in the house. My God. Elf and Pia, our little kittens, got adopted to the same household. That was exciting. And then we got a couple of animals out to rescue. Little Betsy, remember our little girl that took forever to eat her sandwiches every...
Yeah, sweet little black girl.
The little girl.
Yep.
She would grab one little piece and run to her bed. And then we had a little poodle that was surrendered as well. So anyway, 5 animals. That is my happy. High five me, girlfriend.
Woohoo!
And that is my happy moment this week. Now can I say it?
Sure.
That was the week that was. Bye for now. See ya.
Okay, Dee has told me to just start recording because she's got something else to talk about, but Don and I want to go home. So what's happening?
Okay. 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about the white boy out there, and I said that I will talk to you about it.
Happy Jack?
Happy Jack?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to do it on a separate post. So please, guys, Tanya put a little picture up, but I really need your help with him tomorrow. So please tune in tomorrow and have a look at his post. It's really, really important. I need to help this animal, and it's life-threatening for him. Please. Okay? I'm begging everybody to help me with this little boy. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention, that I'm going to do a separate post. Second thing, I have a frustrating and sad that I forgot to add.
Mm-hmm.
Tony's going on holidays for 3 weeks.
Have I gone on holidays pretty much since I've been here? Maybe like a week off?
Does this look like a happy face, guys? She's trying to give me instructions of, I'm going to put a star here, you've got to do this, you've got to look at that. And I'm like, this is me.
Just in case people don't realise, I actually schedule all the posts and I do the adoption profiles and all that kind of stuff. So I have to prep that for like 4 weeks.
So she's telling me all instructions today, and I'm like,
I'll write a list.
just write it down.
I'm not going anywhere exciting. I'm just tired and I need to sleep.
She needs to go to the gym.
No. Well, we think that Pickle might be getting close to leaving us, so
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's never easy when we lose one of our animals, but I suppose the heartache that we feel, or the impending feeling of it, just shows how much we are good owners.
Yeah.
How much they mean to us.
Yeah.
She had to throw that in after I wanted to be sad and angry with her. Now I feel sorry that I brought it up. Anyway, bye for now.